Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Jay and welcome to the Shiplife. So earlier this week, the strongest tornado in New Orleans history wreaked havoc over in that area, causing a ton of damage and even one death. One of the tornadoes is seen even nearly missing a cruise ship. We'll go over the details in today's video, and of course, I got more footage for you. Let's go. So to be crystal clear before we sail into this video, obviously there are bigger things going on with this catastrophe, this horrific situation with the tornado, other than a tornado getting somewhat near a cruise ship that appears to be kind of running away from the entire situation. They're not running away, they're sailing away. Either way, guys, I want to give you a little bit of information, and I wanted to show you that footage, and I'll show you more because, well, it was extremely interesting, cool, let's be honest, and probably horrifying for the people that are on board. Imagine just going ahead and indulging on the drink package and getting a little tipsy before you sail away, and the first thing you see is a giant tornado or two, along with some vortexes just kind of hurling at you on the Mississippi River. I don't even want to imagine what that could have been like. Either way, guys, I want to tell you what's going on, give you a little bit of 411, and give you my personal experience when dealing with tornadoes, as I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia. And this past Tuesday on the 23rd, there were 2 tornadoes that hit over in the New Orleans area. Now, the way this works when it comes to tornadoes, they have different categories, similar to here in Florida, how we have like our category 1 through 5 with the hurricanes. They have a similar thing going on with the speed and strength of a tornado over in the areas where they obviously have tornadoes, but they just call them EF, so they can be EF1 all the way to EF5. Now, this particular category or set of tornadoes was in category EF3. Now, that is the second strongest tornado ever recorded, I believe, in the United States. I'm not a meteorologist, guys, so don't quote me on any of this stuff. This is just a little bit of research that I've been doing and I've gathered, which is something that I found interesting. I feel like one of those people from that movie Twister that are so just interested when it comes to tornadoes. But either way, when it comes to the EF3, when it gets to those speeds, and this particular set of tornadoes was around 160 miles per hour, they have the potential to create not more tornadoes, but what you would call vortexes, which is like a little bit sort of like mini tornadoes, which is similar to what you're seeing in the videos. Now, just looking at all this, guys, again, extremely horrific. It hit the New Orleans area, and I believe it's another district called Arabi, where it hit over 300 buildings and damaged a lot of them. And there was unfortunately one casualty. There was a 25-year-old man that died throughout the entire process, and my condolences do go to the loved ones of him. I can't even imagine how they are feeling, but I do have to say, when it comes to tornadoes, that's not something that I personally like to mess with. Now, the cruise ship that you see in the video that nearly misses the tornado is Regent Seven Seas Mariner. Now, for Regent Seven Seas, they are one of the luxury lines that are with Norwegian Cruise Line. They also have Oceania as well. So just imagine paying the big bucks, and this is the type of show that you get a first-hand experience and see. You know, like I said, personally, I'd be afraid, but it has to be something that is got to be like the most mind-blowing things that you could probably ever experience. You probably couldn't even believe that something like that is actually real. Now, being honest with all of you, you do got to wonder how a cruise ship could even come close to being in a situation such as that. You have Royal Caribbean, for example, that has hired one of the world's best meteorologists, James Van Fleet. He is the executive meteorologist for Royal Caribbean, and every other cruise line has some type of meteorologist that's working for them that can figure out everything that's going on top of course, the cruise ports and the industry as a whole. They have people that are collaborating and making sure everything is as safe as possible as far as weather conditions for cruise ships, cruise lines out there, in the entire industry as a whole. Now, for somebody like me, guys, I grew up between Chicago, Atlanta, and eventually Tampa, Florida. Back when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, we had a couple tornado scares, and it scared the living crap out of me because my parents would freak out and they'd throw us all in the tub and they'd say it was the safest place. And well, again, that's for one reason why I live in Florida as opposed to someplace else around the world or even in the Midwest where they do have tornadoes. Again, not knocking it personally, but people try to talk about like hurricanes, and me personally, at least for a hurricane, we get a week, 2-week, 3-week warning as far as the potential path and trajectory of the hurricane. A tornado, you get what, a couple minutes? It's horrifying to me. Anyway, guys, if anybody out there is affected by this horrible tragedy, please, my prayers are going out to you, and I hope all of you are doing well, staying safe out there. And yeah, that's it. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate every single one of you guys. On your way out, of course, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.